Paw Weep, Groundhog Weep, Nitty Bung, everybody. I'm Engineer Hoist. It's Wednesday, it's 8 p.m. It's time for some Transformers Earth Wars news and some other fun Transformers topics and discussions and crystal crackings and whatever we end up talking about. I want to say hello to everybody who's already here waiting in the stream. We've got Jameis Vega, Big D, Pascal Poirier, Oktar aka Starscream, Eternal Rogue, sitting back waiting for the show. Well, you just go ahead, keep sitting back and enjoy the show. Windblade, John Beekman, Cooltage, Destroyer Fire Rage was in here, Ryan Nichols, Daring DT Extreme, Jonathan Carrillo. We got a whole bunch of people joining just now. Demise Break, Matt DeMeo, Logan Patria, and good to see you guys. Welcome. Thank you for being part of the Fast Rollers Club by subscribing and hitting the bell icon so you can be notified when the stream starts and get right over here ready for the fun. Okay, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get to the Transformers Earth Wars news, because that's what everybody's here for. Now, as you can imagine by the thumbnail, we're going for an Avatar this weekend. So not anything real too exciting, but hey, I checked. Last time we had an event like this was way back in January, so it's been quite a while. It's time for a nice relaxing weekend, and let's just get right to the details. So, in this weekend, you can win up to 4 million Energon and Alloy, 30,000 Spark, 2,000 Premium Crystal Shards, 1,000 3-star shards, and 700 4-star shards, and of course the aforementioned Prime Core Avatar. And if you really want to grind out this weekend, they do have Final Thrust Crystals available for you. So, it can be as relaxing or as grinding as you want it to be. So these are good events, I think. So if you're not interested in the Avatar, you just take the weekend off. But if you want it and you want to get to those Final Thrust Crystals and get a chance at those prizes, you can really grind it out. It is an individual event, so your success or failure is entirely up to you. It starts and ends at the usual times on the weekends. It's a single prestige. It's just one big list of prizes, and as usual, you get triple XP. To participate, you got to be headquarters level 4, as you do to participate in all events, except this time you don't have to be in an alliance because it's not an alliance event. And then, of course, you battle in the event zones the way that you usually do. There you go. So the event battle zones are the standard battle zones that we've become accustomed to over there for a while. And here's a summary of the totalizer prizes. They actually come at you at very many different levels, but to collect all of the prizes, these are the points that you need to get to. You get 2,000 premium crystal shards, which is good enough for 2 premium crystals pretty much right out of the gate. You only need 100 points to get there. At 5,000, you can get the new Avatar. Get to 6,000, you'll have collected all of the Spark. By 6,500, you'll have got all the Energon. 7,000, all the 3-star shards. 7,500, you'll have gotten all the Alloy. And by 8,500, you've gotten all the 4-star shards. In fact, by 8,500, you'll have completed the event, except for the Final Thrust Crystals, of which there are 7 available. Oktar Starscream says, finally an Avatar for my favorite core. Yeah, I know, I was thinking that immediately too. The Nexus Prime core. And if you're curious what's in the Final Thrust Crystals, if it's your first time playing one of these types of events, each crystal has the possibility of winning one of these prizes, anywhere from 10,000 up to 100,000 Spark, or you could get the consolation prize of 10 Bronze Core Power Chips, or the slightly better 10 Silver Power Core Chips. And of course, yes, there is the beautiful Nexus Prime Core Avatar, everybody's favorite Prime Core, because it only works to help boost your combiner, and if you're one of the people who happen to have this Prime Core and no combiner, it is completely worthless to you, as I'm sure this Avatar will be as well. But hey, if you like collecting avatars, here's another one for you to collect. And we talked about it last week, and even this weekend. There is an anniversary gift coming out, because last weekend was indeed the 3rd anniversary of Transformers Earth Wars. Can you believe it? It's been out for 3 years. Now, I know some of you guys may not have been playing quite that long, but it's been out for 3 years. I started day one of global launch, so yeah, it's been pretty out there for quite a while. And so they just want to thank everybody for being part of the player community and celebrating this special moment. So there is a link in the description of this video, which came in the newsletter. So if you go ahead and click that link on your mobile device, and if you're watching in the YouTube app or somewhere else, you might have to actually copy the link over to your browser of choice and do that. Just make sure you close down your game 100%. Don't just exit out to the home screen. You got to actually go in and quit the app for it to work. And when it does, you'll get 3,000 spark, 3,000 premium shards, which is 3 premium crystals, 5 bronze power cores, and 1 silver power core. Of course, anytime we say you're getting a power core, you get the chips that you can open up. And in fact, I did go ahead and collect this, so we'll be opening up those power core chips here in a little bit. So it's interesting that they are giving everybody the same prize. Last year, for the 2-year anniversary, they did give a little bit of a tiered prize. Anybody who was around for that first year got a little bit more than the people who joined in the second year. This year, they're just giving everybody the same thing, and I think that's fair. That's cool. It's who can complain about free, right? This is good stuff. Three premium crystals, 3,000 spark, which is always useful to help level up those abilities, and some power cores, which they may be useful to you, or they may be food to help level up the other power cores that you prefer. And they did also mention that for any of the alliances that completed the event last week, they would randomly select 6. I guess I don't know how many they said they were going to do, but they selected 6 alliances to give a golden alliance name. So if you go into the app, into the game, and look at the different alliances, these alliances will have their name in gold. So congratulations to German Guardians 2, Grindbots 40, Avamposto G1, Wrath of Hades, Evil Order, and the Peaceful Tyranny, and I love that one. I don't know if it was intentional, but that was the name of one of these ships, I believe, in the IDW comics, the Peaceful Tyranny. So yeah, good job. Congrats to all you guys, and for getting that Golden Alliance name there. Another little update that was kind of a surprise, and this may or may not go over well. The Shanix Store, for where you can go spend your Shanix coins that you earn during the raids, has been updated. They used to sell power core chips, bronze, silver, or gold power core chips, but apparently people weren't buying them, so they took them out. And so now they have squad core chips that you can go buy. So squad cores, power cores are a little bit different than normal power cores, because it not only affects the bot that you put it on, but it also affects other bots of that same type, like gunners or medics or things like that. One drawback to these squad core chips is if you purchase one, you could get a gold, a silver, or a bronze, so we'll see how this one plays out. And of course, if you have Shanix and you don't want to get that, you can buy those helpful XP boost cores, which they are actually helpful. If you're going to do that, you can buy some Combiner Spark and some other stuff that's kind of rolled off. And of course, you can save up to 50,000 Shanix, which will take probably forever. Probably at least a year, I think somebody calculated, even if you complete all the raids, to get a 5-star Monkey Prime, Optimus Primal, or Beast Wars Megatron there. So, also, the most recent batch of 5-star bots was recently released, which includes Snarl and Hunger and the rest of those bots. And so because of that, the previous 5-star crystal had to go away for a short time. Well, it's back now. So if you were one of the people like myself who opened one of these and just got Prowl or Brawl, but you're really hoping for a Lita 1 or Lugnut, it's back. It's back. It's a Legacy Crystal 4, I believe, and it's in there. I think there is a little bit of a typo or something in the screen, but if you tap on the details of it, you'll see it's Legacy Crystal 4. It's the one right next to 3 that has kind of a picture of the bots in the back. We can take a look at it when we actually get over to the game in a minute, if you're curious. And this was kind of a surprise. There's a new battle boost that we're actually earning in the raids this weekend. By the way, are you guys playing the raids? They've got the Titans in there and the last 2 bases. I know our particular alliance is actually kind of working to try to get to Triptychon in bot mode. I don't think we're quite there yet, although I think he has taken a little bit of damage from us. But this one looks pretty cool. We got the Mark 1. I haven't tried it out myself yet, but they did put a GIF or a GIF, depending on how you prefer to pronounce that particular type of image file. I think it's GIF, but yeah, that's beside the point. But we'll take a look at that here in just a second, because I did pull it off of the newsletter, so we can go take a look at it, and it looks pretty amazing. So what you're doing is you summon the Titan's power with this beam, dealing a huge amount of damage, up to 3,060 damage against every target in the area for a Mark III boost if you have a headquarters level 16, and it happens in a large area. So I think the next one is, so check this out. It's going to hit right there. Boom. Everything just disappeared. Now, obviously, that's not a headquarters 16 level 4, zone 14 base or anything. But that's pretty amazing how it just takes that whole area out. And yeah, so that's pretty cool. Sharksy's saying Titan Beam and some flyers would destroy a headquarters. That's interesting. They don't show it attacking a headquarters, and they didn't say whether it does or does not affect the headquarters. I would imagine it would, because headquarters tend to be pretty high level health, so even a 3,000 damage isn't going to take out a headquarter, but it would do a significant chunk out of it. And that's the end of the news. The last bit is we always talk about whether or not there is a live stream over on the Transformers Earth Wars channel tomorrow, and this week there's not. There was one last week, there'll be one next week, but there's nothing this week. So there we go. Let's see. Sean is saying the 2 Titans will unlock next Thursday. They're actually in the raids right now. If you're in an alliance, the raids are going on right now, and you can go and see. You can battle Trypticon or Metroplex, depending on if you're an Autobot or a Decepticon. So, in fact, let's head on over to that. So it's basically just like playing an event. You got that little yellow button down there, except in this case, it's the Alliance Raid Titans. So you can see there's Trypticon right there. So if we go into Raid, you can see we've beat a few of the early bases. If we scroll all the way over, it's the last 2 bases are the Titans. You got the Titan City and the Titan himself. We'll just go ahead and scout it right now. You see how far along we are. We've been attacking one side, trying to clear that out so we could actually get up to him. So there he is right there. This is live game. This is not the test account like it was in that video that I released there. So yeah, we've been trying to clear out this left-hand side over there, leaving that one alone, hoping that if we can clear this out, we'll actually get up there into Trypticon. You can see he started off with 108 health bars, and he's 107 and almost done with that. So somebody has managed to get some hits in on him. It wasn't me. But so that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get over there and get him, take him out, or at least get a chance. Now, if you're not in an alliance, or your alliance isn't really strong enough to get to him, they do have a challenge battle where you can go in there, and it is a similar setup to what we just looked at, where it has some defenses in the front, but they give you a full squad, and those defenses in front are not very strong. They don't have the multiple health bars. So you do have a chance to get actually to him and see all of his attacks. No chance of actually defeating him though. But it's worth the play if you're interested in going and trying that out. And as you can see, there's some story there if you want to go see that. It's the end of the Titan saga, and next week we're going to be starting a new saga for whatever the new bots are coming yet. I haven't seen, nobody's heard yet, except maybe data miners. But yeah, there you go. So Texatron, long time no see, my friend. Busy with personal life and work. Yeah, I get that. You know, sometimes real life gets in the way of gaming, as it should. So hope everything's doing well for you. Sean's asking, how do you get more cyber coins? Dude, the only way to get more cyber coins is to go and spend real money. So, go from right to left to get more points for the bases? Maybe. I hadn't really looked at it. At this point, we're deep into that left-hand side, so we're just going to stay there for now. John Beekman says he started a YouTube channel. It's doing okay. Well, good for you. Good for you, man. How about we do some crystal cracking? We got a lot of crystals here because it was a new month, which means we got VIP crystals, and there's a few things left over from last weekend. We've got some of those what is it, the celebration canisters, so we'll be looking for some Kremzeeks. We got a few power cord chips to crack open. We've got some Guardian crystals, which is 3, 4, or 5-star spark, and a whole bunch of premium crystals. I ended up spending all of my VIP shards on Autobot premium crystals because we're searching for hotspot. We're starting to search for hotspot. I think I mentioned that the last video during the anniversary crystal because of all the choices we had, I ended up getting a sea spray. I really want that hotspot, so we're in a search for hotspot. So I'm going to be spending all my premium crystals, or most of them anyway. I did get 3 Decepticon ones from the anniversary gift, but I'm going to be spending most of my premium shards on Autobot crystals, trying to find hotspot there. So, oh, Cool Touch is saying, talking about the raid bases. The Titans are the hardest, whereas the one, yeah, that's true. The Titan is the hardest, but we wanted to try to be able to go and fight the Titan. And plus, also, whatever damage that you do there, whatever percentage you get, you actually earn a lot more points. So the stronger players should really be attacking the higher level bases if they can. You get way more points the higher bases that you attack, though. So okay, I'm not getting it. All right. Let's go and open some of the crystals now. There's a white Kremzeek. 3,000 3-star shards, that's pretty nice. Red Kremzeek. 1,000 premium shards. Another red Kremzeek. Another 1,000 3-star shards. That's a 3-star crystal. Red Kremzeek. Chris Taylor got Windblade. 4-star Windblade for premium crystals. That's one of the ones I'm still missing, is a 4-star Windblade. So congrats to you. Another 1,000 premium crystals. Shards, rather. It'd be nice to get 1,000 premium crystals, but boy, this would be a long video if we had 1,000 premium crystals to crack. And another white Kremzeek. Let's open up some bronze power cord chips. Charles Elliott got his first 5-star the other day, and it was Skyburst. Hey, cool, man. That was my first 5-star as well. Congrats to you. She's pretty good. I think you'll like her. Very good gunner. If you happen to have a Prima Prime Core, she would be the perfect place to put that Prima Prime Core. Not really looking, seeing what we're getting here because these are all food. And we got some silver Prime Core chips. I always forget that those light up like a 3-star. It's a self-repair. Okay, so that silver chip gave me another silver chip. What's going on here? These silver chips are giving me more silver chips. They're multiplying! Too bad they're not giving me multiple silver chips. Okay. That's weird. Okay, enhanced ordnance. Okay, we're actually getting power cores this time. That was weird. There's a trithelium plating. Wallbuster. Logan said, I need a 3-star Grimlock so bad. Yes, he is Grimlock is one of the harder spots to get. that air laser, the last silver power core chip. It's actually a power core, it's not just another silver chip. And that's an armor power core. Okay, cool. The ones you bought via the bundles all give you chips for the chips initially. I didn't buy any from the bundle, but that must have been what they gave us in the gifts. So that's funny. Okay, hey, it all works out the same way. It's just more things to tap, more times to activate that space bridge and go get those silver chips. That's kind of weird. Alright, let's open up some Guardian crystals. These are going to be 3, 4, and 5-star shards. Hopefully we get a few 5-star shards, because we're getting a lot closer to another 5-star crystal here, but so far we're just getting 3-star shards. They divided them into bot and building cores. That would make sense. I had a feeling it was dividing them somehow. There's some 5-star shards. Some more 5-star shards. That's good to see. Good to see. Some more 4-star shards. We're actually getting. I was gonna say we're getting close to a 4-star crystal, but we're actually probably a little farther away than I'm thinking. More 5-star shards. Just keep them coming. Yeah, buddy. I mean, it's only 10, but hey, 10's better than none. Denny's Creek is asking, how do I become a VIP member? Okay, everybody, what's the standard answer? Spend way too much money. There's really no guidelines on how you do it, but it's generally accepted that you have to spend quite a bit of money. And used to be, if you hit a certain threshold or something, they would reach out to you and offer it to you, but there's so many now. I think you might actually, if you feel you've met the requirements, you go contact them using the communication tool in the game. They can review your account and either accept you or deny you, I guess. Send $1,000? No. You don't have to send it straight to them. No, man. All right, so yeah, so we picked up. I know I was at 4,200 5-star shards, so we picked up 75. That's not too bad. And yeah, still a little ways away. Jeremy Fields with the super chat. Thank you, my friend. I do appreciate that. Try. You really don't need to help me get to VIP status. I'm already there, but I do appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. So there we go. We had those, and how the heck? Let's go ahead and spend that 3-star crystal on the Autobot account. It's a guaranteed duplicate, but it's going to give us some 4-star shards. There's a Jetfire. How about we crack open these few Decepticon premium crystals? Got a long haul. It's just 999 to go, says Windblade. That's funny. Asking what are the anniversary gifts? Well, I got a link in the description below that if you haven't received the newsletter, clicked on the link yourself already, you should be able to click that link on your phone and go open it up, and like 3,000 spark, 3,000 premium crystals, as some power core chips, I think. There you go. Cool Touch got you 3 premiums, 5 bronze core chips, a silver core, and 3,000 spark. All right, so the search for hotspot officially begins in tonight's stream with a cracking of 42 Autobot premium crystals, which came mostly from the VIP gift, but 2 of them came also from the last weekend's event, from the celebration crystals. Keelan Plays has just got Power the Prime Slash today. Very cool. It's a nice little transformer, that Power the Prime Slash. Interesting thing is, they actually did redo that Slash in purple and yellow color as Cindersaur in a later wave of Power of the Primes. It'll be interesting to see if they bring Cindersaur out in the game because they have the model. They just need to change the color. I wouldn't count on it, but the possibility is there. There's a 3-star duplicate hound. Boo Wang says VIP got double the normal gifts, 40 premium. Yeah, that's right. We usually do only get 20. So yeah, cool. Red Alert's in the house. Welcome to the stream. We're cracking some VIP crystals right now. Searching for hotspot. Searching for that 4-star hotspot. Yeah, it began 4 days ago, but for this stream itself began as soon as I started cracking these crystals. We actually got a pretty nice run of 3 stars here. Looking for a 4-star. I'll accept a duplicate 4-star some other bot too as well, because it will give some 5-star shards, getting us that much closer to that 5-star crystal. Windblade got a 4-star ratchet from the VIP crystals. That's cool. It took me forever to get a 4-star healer. I did finally get all of them though. But yeah, so cool. Speaking of healers, there's a first aid. Nah. And of course we just pulled the 4-star Nah. Not even from the 4-star crystal. We got him what was it last week? We had a 4-star crystal. We ended up getting Nah, which helped reduce the possibilities from that anniversary crystal. Still ended up with Sea Spray. But that's okay. That's okay. John Beekman says he got the Studio Series Bumblebee Optimus Prime. Yeah, it's kind of weird to say that, but I know what you're talking about. The Studio Series Optimus Prime from the Bumblebee movie. And I agree with your assessment. I think he's probably my favorite out of the Studio Series line. He's a fantastic figure. Andreas Thornton, do you think we'll ever put another upgrade base for bots? Oh, you mean to where you can research more than one bot at a time? No, I don't think they will ever do that. People have been asking that since the beginning, and they've never said anything like they're even considering it. That's one of the ways to try to get you to spend your coins and to go purchase coins if you haven't got them, is to try to help skip the timer. You just got to be patient. You'll get through them. Everybody will get through them, so. Sephiroth saying, hopefully we got a 4-leaf clover in one hand and a rabbit's foot in the other. Well, no. We did get an Optimus Prime, though. There's another Sea Spray. Big Bronze Rim says got a work meeting, can't make it to the stream. That's okay, it happens sometimes. Yeah, there was that run back in, what was it, March, where I couldn't even make it to the streams because I had work to do. You know, like Texatron was saying earlier, you know, sometimes real life happens and it keeps you from doing things. You got to take care of the responsibilities first. You know, this is all fun and it's great, and you know, I love being here with you guys. Talking about Transformers and Transformers Earth Wars. Speak of the devil, and he shows up. There's Big Bronze Rim. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Absolutely better late than never. But yeah, so sometimes you got to take care of responsibilities and put aside some of the fun stuff. The shoulder pads, Optimus Prime, Laser Optimus. Slug. Yeah, that's funny. Cooltage was just telling everybody that Big Bronze was just telling everybody that you weren't going to make it, and then immediately, like 5 seconds later, you showed up. 3-star Sludge coming in through here. Oh, look at that! A gold Thunderstorm power core for the Shock Tower. Looks like I'm going to be changing out the power core on one of my Shock Towers. Because I did end up pulling a couple of bronze ones of these the other day. And I said, you know, I'd rather keep a gold armor core on there than put a bronze Thunderstorm or something on there. But a gold Thunderstorm? Yeah, I'm going to put a gold Thunderstorm on one of my shock towers. I just got to figure out which one. There's Jazz. Sunstreaker. Yeah, no worries, Big Bronze. I was just saying that, you know, sometimes responsibilities come first, and there's always time for fun later. I mean, that's why I leave these streams up for replay. So if anybody can't make it for one reason or another, you can always come back and go check it later. Hey, I'm sorry, whoever it was earlier in the stream. I think I just took your 3-star Grimlock. I apologize for that, but it does. Proof that it does happen. You can get a 3-star Grimlock. And then a 3-star Mirage. There have been quite a few 3-stars in these pulls. No 4-stars yet, though. There's Power Magna. Cheetor. Down to the final 5 premiums. Yeah, Devin PV, it tends to happen as you start playing the game for a while longer and your list of bots piles up. Eventually, everybody gets Dupe City. But here's the thing. Every time you get a duplicate, you get shards. If it's a combiner bot, you get combiner spark. Even if you don't have a combiner yet, all that combiner spark that you're getting stays waiting for you, so that when you do finally get a combiner, you got a bunch of combiner sparks sitting there waiting for you so you can upgrade your combiner. And you get the power cores, which you can put on your base to help upgrade your base or help upgrade the existing power cores that you have. So duplicate bots are not not necessarily a bad thing. Oh, it paused for a second. I thought we were going to get something good. Yeah, or sometimes you get a gold Thunderstorm. Exactly, Starscream. And last premium crystal before we go see what other one we have over there. Probably at least a 3-star we got over there. Yeah, we get a Storm Clash. More combiner spark. Alright, so what do we got over here? We have a 3-star crystal, and we're, what is that, 12 away from a 4-star crystal, and this duplicate's going to give us 90, so we're going to be right back over here getting us a 4-star crystal here in a second. We got a Sentius Magnus. But more importantly, we got those 4-star shards. Oh, and a silver EMP shock. So it's not a gold, but I can test out both of those power cores on my shock towers. Absolutely, you're on the nose there, Jeremy Fields. This is a 4-star crystal. This is a good shot at that 4-star hotspot. This could be one of the shortest searches in history if we actually pull a hotspot. And honestly, if we pull him, I'll slightly be amazed, but not that amazed, because as you get closer to a 5-star crystal, you tend to get new bots from these crystals. It's so weird, but you know, but I really am expecting to get a duplicate 4-star here. But let's go ahead and do it right now. Yes, it's a duplicate. It is a duplicate 4-star Cheetor. But that's okay, because that's 185-star shards, gets us that much closer to the next 5-star crystal. How close did it get us? In fact, it got us to 4455. So that's what, 545 away. That's what, 3 4-star dupes left? Cool. Which batch am I pulling from next? Yeah, that's a good question. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Let's go ahead and review. So like I said, the Legacy 4 is there, but it just says the five-star crystal right now. But if you tap the little question mark there, it does show up as 5-star Legacy 4, and these are the bots. These are the ones that were in the previous 5-star, but now it's Legacy 4. They've got Elita 1, Blaster, Sludge, Prowl, which you can see by the green check mark. I've already got Prowl there, and Ratchet. Legacy 3 has Ultra Magnus, Jazz, Springer, Firefly, and as you can tell by that check mark, Cheetor. That's one of the ones that I have. And guys, Cheetor is great, especially at 5-star. When they put him in the 5-star, everybody hated him, but they gave him a buff. It's a great buff. He is super strong as a 5-star. And yes, they did increase the cost of his special ability, but that's not that big of a deal. He's still great. It's still definitely one to hope for. And Legacy 2, you got Optimus Prime, Wheeljack, Skyburst, which was my first one, and sorry, I forgot who just got one themselves. Got the Skyburst here, and Drift and Windblade are in Legacy 2. And the first batch, these were the first 5-star bots available. We got Grimlock, Silverbolt, Gnaw, Hot Rod, and Sunstreaker. And, of course, you got all of the Decepticon counterparts, which I've neglected to mention. In the current Crystal, this is the latest batch of 5-stars. You got Snarl, you got Rodimus Prime, you got Warpath, Perceptor, and RC as options. And of course, the Decepticon equivalents are Hunger, Motor Master, Skull Smasher, Bombshell, and everybody's favorite, Nightbird. Which one am I going to pull from? I gotta tell you, I'm probably going to go back here for this one. Because Elita 1 is by far the best bot you could possibly get as a 5-star that's available. Blaster is also really good. Ratchet would be great. Even Sludge, he is he's pretty strong already. I've got him as a 4-star, and he is almost unkillable. He walks slow, just like his character does, but he always seems to be alive at the end. Yeah. So, there you go. Let's see. Alpha Fighter's coming in, saying he wants a 5-star RC. Big Bronze Rim is saying RC is awesome. I'm not sure if you guys are kidding or if you're serious. I don't think RC is as bad as everybody says. I happen to like my RC because, just like Sludge, she's a very good tank. And that hologram can be very useful sometimes, because you send that over by itself, it'll EMP a defense and just effectively take it out. Even though it doesn't destroy it, it may as well destroy it, unless it's surrounded by other things which take out the hologram. So I happen to like them. So Big Bronze Rib saying she's amazing. Oh, ability to pop outposts. You see, I didn't even realize that, because I've never used her that way to actually pop the outposts with that hologram. So yeah, that's actually a really good ability there. I never even thought to use it that way. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so all of the bots' abilities are wasted on her hologram, and all of your bots on your team are completely unharmed by any of the other abilities. So, I did not swear. I said I don't know if they're kidding, like joking. I don't swear, and yeah. So no, yeah, no. Okay. Because, we're non-toxic gamers here, which one part of the things about non-toxic gamers is no swearing, right? So no, if you're not gonna hear that. You're not gonna hear that if I can help it. Yeah, no worries, man. It's all good. It's all good. Just don't let it happen again. Okay. Well, I've kind of run out of things to say. You guys got any comments, questions, or whatever? John Beekman still thinks RC is garbage. Alpha Fighter saying, in the top wars, the strongest thing on the battlefield are outpost bots. Yes, as I've started attacking some of the stronger bases, I have found that the other defenses, they're not what get you. It's the strong outpost bots that get you. So yeah, being able to pop them with a decoy, or even doesn't Blaster's minions pop them or even gnaw? I know there's some other things that bots can cast that will actually pop the outposts. And that's why I've seen some of the strategies for some of the top players will, once they get they'll rush up, say like Star Saber up to pop the outposts, and then immediately drop a combiner so that the outpost bots have to basically fight the combiner. And so the combiner takes the damage and helps to knock down the outpost bots instead of taking out the rest of the team. So it's a pretty good strategy. Red Alert had to work at the comic store tonight. You got anything good over there? You got any new bots, good bots to come in lately? Skywarp Greer's in the house. Good to see you, man. I don't know if anybody wants to go see the video of Metroplex. If you haven't seen it, 'cause, you know, I posted a Triptychon because as an Autobot I could do Triptychon. Skywarp Greer over there went and put up the a video of Metroplex. In fact, he beat me to it, so he was a little bit faster. So good on you, mate. But yeah, you can just click his name, or I think there might be some 3 dots next to his name. You can go over to his channel and go check out that Metroplex video. While you're over there, subscribe. While you're over there, don't forget to subscribe to Skywarp Greer. The Big Bronze Room saying Rodimus Prime has a 5-star ability, wildly overpowered. Yeah, they did bump that up, didn't they? That might be a good one. Lots of carded and boxed movie bots in the store. Oh, okay, cool. I'm pretty set on movie bots. I went a little crazy there around Dark of the Moon. It was kind of just the perfect storm when Dark of the Moon came out. They were filming out there at the place where I work. I actually was able to go and see the Bumblebee car and the Optimus Prime truck in person and take some pictures with them. And actually, even I've got a video. It's called Autobots Roll Out. I posted it a while back where I happened to be there as they were leaving, so you could actually see them traveling and stuff like that. It was really cool. And that day I actually went out and got an Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, my first Transformers in a while, and it's all just kind of snowballed to the point where we get to where we are right now. And Dark of the Moon, I remember, also had lots of inventory. They put out lots of toys and Generations at the time too was lots of stuff. That was a very good time to be a Transformers collector because there were always bots that you could find on the shelves, or at least maybe it was just because I was just getting started and I hadn't built up my collection too much. But I do seem to recall, like at my Walmart, like almost an entire aisle, or at least half of an aisle, one side was nothing but Transformers. And now I go to Walmart and I might see 2 figures there, so it's definitely a difference. Anyway, so let's see. Sinner Twins saying just found Hunger sets on fire without using the ability. Yes, they actually just added that feature to Hunger and Snarl. They call it a passive ability, so it's sort of similar to the Megatronus power cores. So as they just as they walk around near items or near bases, defenses, they'll actually cause damage to them even without kicking off their abilities. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Cool Taj saw the interview, so yeah, so you just heard me saying all that again. But you know, not everybody has seen that. So, and I've said that multiple times before. I don't mind, because there's always new people coming in. They want to know. I don't mind telling that story or whatever. I look different without a hat, yeah, no doubt. People always say, it's like, what do you look like without a hat? Well, if you want to see what I look like without a hat, head on over to the NonToxic Gamers channel and go watch that interview. If you need a link, go over to the community tab of my channel. I did post a link over there to that. So do I like the Bayformers, the movies? Yeah, actually I do. They got me back into Transformers. I was always kind of just watching, it's like, oh yeah, man, I remember that as a kid. But then when that Transformers movie first came out, I loved it, and it really got me pumped up again about Transformers. But still, it wasn't until the third one, Dark of the Moon, where I actually started collecting and getting figures. So I will say, the last night could have done without that one. That was the only Transformers movie I remember sitting in the theater thinking like, oh, will it just end already? It's really the only one I didn't enjoy. We got some pretty good figures out of it, though. I will say that we did get some pretty good figures out of the last night, because I did like the new version of Optimus with the Western Star truck, but the version of it that were available during Age of Extinction, where they first debuted it, were not really my style. But the Voyager figure they put out for the last night was actually really good. Plus, also the Megatron figures they put out for the last night were actually really good. So the last night was good for toys, but the movie was kind of, you know. Bumblebee, great. I love Bumblebee. Loved Bumblebee. Yeah, Big Brown's room saying I haven't seen a huge difference in Lynx. He's still awesome. Yeah, I concur. I definitely did notice that you can't explode like the headquarters using the flame plasma flame. You used to be able to get like 2 explosions, or at least I was. Now I really can only get 1 explosion. But it's no big deal. That's not a big deal. It was probably a little OP anyway, being able to do 2 or even 3 explosions if you had it higher up. The special ability, so I think it's good. You still get 2 explosions if you're fast. Yeah, I guess I'm not that fast. I usually tend to do it when I'm at the very edge of his range too, and that's not able to do that. That's too long. That's too far away. You can't do it fast enough if you're on the edge of the range. Last night was a little unkid friendly. Yeah. You can use the Frost battle boost on the Titans? Really? Pretty cool. Grand Galvatron taking a break from Discord. We'll be back in July. Okay, man. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Always a pleasure. Yeah, Cool Todd's taking off. Yeah, you know, I think I'm going to take off too. I do appreciate... Oh, I've been sitting here looking at the game the whole time. We could have been having this. It's all good. It's all fun. No big deal. You'd probably rather be looking at the game instead of me anyway. Although, who was it saying I look like John Goodman? Are you kidding? Maybe because of the weight, I guess. But, yeah, no, John Goodman is really cool. And honestly, I like John Goodman's Hound in the movies. I do like that version of Hound. Totally not Hound. You got to accept the fact that he's just a different character who's a green military vehicle who's named Hound. But it's nothing like G1 Hound. But I did like John Goodman's performance as Hound, especially in Age of Extinction. Last night was pretty good too. A little violent. So yeah, I think like what you're saying was a little unkid friendly there. So, all right, guys. Well, I think that's going to do it. I do appreciate everybody stopping by. I'm Engineer Hoist. Keep rolling, my friends. See you next time.